If this is a possibility for you, I'd suggest give it a go. Rather than buying bottled water, drink tap water. Now, you can also get, there's loads of places where you can get water filters as well. So you can get a jug with a water filter. If you're not too sure about the tap water, probably adding a water filter will probably be um, a really good option for you. But obviously, this means that it reduces the need for buying plastic bottles that probably just end up in the bin or end up in recycling anyway. So if that's a possibility for you, I say go for it. This is something that I found out about recently, and I didn't realize that Teflon coating, once they've got marks on it, they can actually leach into your food. I wasn't even aware of myself that this could potentially happen. So I've actually started learning how to cook with stainless steel cookware. So, and I quite like it. So I've got a frying pan which I practically use for all my meals. I absolutely love this frying pan. It's a stainless steel one, um, and it's just about making sure you learn how to. You need to wait for the pan to be ready. There's quite a few videos that shows you. I think what I'll do at some point is I'll do a video as well. I'm in the process of slowly upgrading my cookware and ditching the Teflon stuff in favour of the stainless steel stuff. I definitely prefer that. I find it easier to clean as well. And now that I know how to use stainless steel properly, I find that my food doesn't actually stick to the pan, and it just makes my life a lot easier. So if you are going to be looking at upgrading, try and opt for stainless steel instead of Teflon coated products. I know in recent years there have been a lot of libraries that have closed down in the UK. But if you're still lucky enough to have a library in your local area, get yourself a library card and borrow books. It means that you don't have to go out and buy any books. And if you every time you borrow a book, the author still gets royalty because thanks to the borrowed books. So where you can, if you've got a library, get yourself a library card and just borrow just borrow books. So this may not apply to loads of people, but if you have a hot water tank, I heard somebody say that it would be a really good idea to make sure it's insulated because obviously you want to keep the heat in, which will obviously save you money in the long run as well. But we don't have a water tank, but I'm sure there are probably still people out there who do. And if you do, might be a good idea to get it insulated. So now everything is digital. So many aspects of life is digital. Think about going paperless. Do you really need a printed statement to come to your house? There might be some people who do, and that's fine. But for the majority of us, we can access all of these things online. Um, so do you need your bank statement? Do you need your energy statement? Do you need your council tax bill to come through? Do you need your phone bill to come through? Everything is all online now. Um, and there's so many places when you go into certain accounts there is a paperless option, um, and just it's a lot better than having to have all this paperwork sitting on a pile somewhere, and then one day you've got to do something with it, or you've got to file it, or then maybe you've got to shred it, or something like that. It's just a waste. So where you can, just go paperless. We've all heard this tip before, and you know what? I'm going to say it again. When you're brushing your teeth, just make sure you turn the tap off. You don't need to have the tap running, it's just going to waste water just going down the drain unnecessarily. So when you're brushing your teeth, just make sure you just turn the tap off, and that's quite easy to do. Now, if you're like us and you do your food shopping online, there are quite a lot of places that ask whether you would like your shopping in bags or not. Um, where you can say no, you don't need. I mean, we don't need more bags. So if this is an option for you, and you're happy not to have any extra bags or unnecessary bags, um, there's normally a little box, and you just say, I don't need carry it back to my shopping. And yeah, for some places actually that will remember whatever you've picked, it will remember it for future deliveries as well. So yeah, less plastic bags. So we give greeting cards for loads of um, loads of different occasions: birthdays, wedding, Christmas, blah blah blah. How many of us actually keep all the cards that we've been given, or the cards that we've ever been given? And for a lot of these cards, they can't actually be recycled because they've got embossing on them, or they've got ribbons on them, and they've got glitter and all that sort of stuff, and they can't be recycled. So one of the things that I have started doing this year is sending e-cards. So I actually send e-cards when it's somebody's birthday. It's a lot cheaper, um, and you know they still get a card and they know that I'm thinking about them and I want to still wish them a happy birthday or Merry Christmas or anything like that. And plus, with the e-cards, you can actually personalise them, and it doesn't actually cost a lot. So if you've got like a couple of pictures of you and your friend, or something like a group photo, you can create your own cards, or you can personalise them however you want. And I think that is quite nice because if you get something like that printed, then it does actually cost you quite a bit more money. So yeah, so if you are thinking of a way that you still want your friends to know that you remembered their birthday, but you want a way to save money, think about sending e-cards. It's definitely a good option. When it comes to washing our clothes, a lot of microplastics are released into the waterways because of the fibres that have been used, like polyester and the synthetic materials. So when you buy clothes, try and opt for natural fibres like cotton or organic cotton and that kind of stuff, and hemp. That's all good stuff, because whenever you wash that, you're not going to have microfibres going into the waterway, or microplastics, I should say, going into the waterway. When you go out shopping, there's a very good chance you'll probably get a receipt for your purchase. Where you don't need a receipt, just say you don't need one, if that's an option. I appreciate not all places offer that as an option. The reason I say this is because receipts can't be recycled. I do have a video. I've created a short on my YouTube channel, and it shows you exactly how you can tell whether your receipt can be recycled or not. So check it out, and if you do have the option and you don't need a receipt, just say no, you don't need a receipt.